So this is a 1978 Ford F-150. This is the truck that I took my driver's ed test in. Dad bought it in late 1977 or 78, brand new, for the job that he had working in the sand pit, and I got to drive it a lot through high school. And because he was in the Air Force, we got to live in Alaska for a few years. And one day on the 4th of July, my buddy and we decided that we were going to go and get some fireworks. But in Fairbanks, you couldn't go and buy fireworks. You had to go outside the city limits, the borough, to buy fireworks. So it was about an hour drive, and we drove an hour. We got to the fireworks stand, and we bought, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 big giant bricks of those Black Cat fireworks. And so the whole way back, 1 hour drive back, and my buddy Aaron was taking all those Black Cats apart, because there's like 2,000 in a brick, and he was taking them apart and he was putting them in this coffee can that we had right next to us. And so for an hour, that's all he did, was just take those apart and put them in there. Well, when we got back to town, we were like, well, what are we going to do with the Black Cats? And it was his brilliant idea to, as we're driving down the road, he would light one and throw it over at the cars going by, and it would go pop, pop, pop. Well, we kept driving. We were having a good old time. And then, lo and behold, as fate would have it, what happened? We're driving on the road. He lights one. He throws it out, and it flies right back in the window and into the coffee can. Oh, my gosh. All of them started going off. And before I knew it, boom, 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 all over the inside of the car. I couldn't see. Smoke was rolling out all over the place. And I pulled over. I couldn't see where I was going. I didn't know if I was going in the ditch or where I was going, but I pulled over. We got inside the ditch, and I stopped the car, and we were laughing so hard. I put it in park and turned it off, and it still blah, blah, blah. We jumped out as hard as we could. People that were coming behind us on the road, they stopped, and they're like, what's going on? Your car's on fire, your car's on fire. And we're like, no, the car's not on fire. And we were laughing so hard, and they couldn't believe what we were laughing at. And we were like, no, it's just fireworks. We got one into the can, and it went everywhere. But I'm sure that for years and years and years after that, we kept finding fireworks everywhere. And I put new speakers behind the seat, and there were firework wrappers, and they were in everything. They were in the radio, in the new speakers behind the seat, and there were firework wrappers, and they were in everything. They were in the radio, in the tape deck from that. It's crazy. So, kids, don't ever do that.